Okay. Uh, so like I said, once you can see a pattern, then you can make money from it. But once you don't, what you don't know is bigger than you. Like one of my mentors used to say, that what you don't know is bigger than you. But once you know it, and you can see it all over all over your charts, then you can make money from it. And that's the beauty of Forex. Once you can master a particular pattern, once your eyes sees it on the chart, it is a money making opportunity for you. That's why they keep saying that your eyes is your best indicator. Your eyes is the best indicator. Okay, so which am I deleting now? Let me delete this. So your eyes is your best indicator in the forex market. Your eyes is your best indicator in the forex market. Uh, Today I was sharing idea of USDCHF. USDCHF. I think we were here at that time. Uh, we were here at that time. Okay, I saw this pattern. Not only that, I also saw an head and shoulder pattern, and that was what gave me this trade. I can see it hit our first target. If you are taking a trade there, this would have been our first target. Uh, these are ascending. So either of the two patterns I can see here will make me money. Okay. Either I take this head and shoulder, enter here, and if I miss this entry and I see this as bullish ascending wedge at the break of it and the retest, this is the retest candle, this black candle, I enter here. Though I will not make money as much as when I entered at this place, but at least I'm in profit. Okay, from here down to this place, that's about 30 pips. That's about 30 pips. 30 pips is a lot to some people, depending on how much of money that you are staking on your account, how much of lot size you are using to trade. Okay, 30 pips is a lot, and stop loss of 23 pips. Okay, that's almost 1 to 1. Okay, but if you cut it right here, where you saw the head and shoulder, that's shoulder, head, shoulder. Where you saw the head and shoulder, you cut it here, you'll have made more profit. That's about 48 pips, and your stop loss about, let me say you put it there, about 14 pips. 14 to 48. 14 to 48, that is how many? Is more than 1 to 3. That's more than 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. That's more than 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So that's a massive profit. Imagine this is all you take in a day. This is all the trade you did in a day. Let's just imagine that this is all the trade you did in a day. Your stop loss here, your entry was here, 1 to 3 reward, and you made, let's say you made 45 pips, or you just round it up, let's say you made 40 pips. Okay, how much? And if this is all you are doing daily, how much will you make at the end of the month? That's one way you can develop a trading plan for yourself. That, okay, if I target 40 pips in a day, how much do I want to make at the end of the month? How much lot size I'm going to be placing per trade, and how much do I intend to? Do I want to use a specific lot size, or I want to increase my lot size as my capital increases? Okay, you have to take a decision of what you want to do. Okay, so but imagine you take 2 of these trades in a day. That means you are targeting 80 pips, or you're able to see 3 of these trades in a day. Okay, that means you are targeting 120 pips. So that way you can create a trading plan for yourself. Now I did a journal to show you possible ways by which you can develop a trading plan. Okay, and let me share that with you. Share. Now This is a journal that I made. Let me see if I can increase the font size. I don't need to affect everything. It won't affect everything. I have to align it off. Okay, beautiful. If you can see my screen, I want to put a 2 in the chat box. If you can see my screen, I want you to put a 2 in the chat box. I want to show you the potential of Forex. If you can see my screen, put a 2 in the chat box. Awesome. So let's assume that you are starting your trading with $500, like somebody said the last time, $500. You can actually decide how much pips, how much lot size you want to use per trade. Okay, and if you tell yourself that, okay, I want to just be taking 40 pips, I want to make 40 pips in a day, just 40 pips, and then I'm done for the day. 40 pips and done for the day. Some people will be laughing because 40 pips is like nothing. You can easily make it within 1 hour, within 2 hours, make a 40 pips, and then you are good. So you start with $500, and in one day you just want to make 40 pips. And then you decide that the lot size you want to place on it is 0.05, which means if you place 0.05 and you target 40 pips on $500 account, your profit will be $20, which means at your first day, your gross profit will be $520. Your second day, you target the same thing, your gross profit is what? $540. Third day, you have $560. Fourth day, you have $580. In 1 week, you already have $600. You have made 20% on your account. Just in 1 week. Just in 1 week, you have made 20%. You have made 20% on your account just in 1 week. Okay, assuming you got 5 sure trades in a week, you have made 20% on your account. Then, and that's just 1 trade per day. Okay, you can also dare to split it. Maybe you do 2 trades, one 0.02, one 0.03, and then you target just 20 pips. 20 pips, 0.02, 0.03, you still achieve your $20 profit. Okay, 20 pips, 0.02, 0.03, and target just 20 pips. That's 2 trades in a day. You can still achieve your what? $20 profit in a day. All right. The next week, you start again, $600. You still maintain your what? Your 0.05 lot size, targeting 40 pips. You have 620. Day 7, 640. By day 10, you're already having $700. Now you already made, in 2 weeks, you have 40%. You have made 40% on your account. 40% on your account. Now you have more money. You can decide to increase your lot size to probably 0.06. 0.06, you are targeting just 40 pips a day. 1 trade or 2 trades that will total 40 pips. And you are using 2 trades, you are using 0.03, 0.03. 2 trades, you are using 0.03, 0.03. 2 short trades. And then on $700, you'll be making $24, and then that will be $724. And you maintain this for the next 5 days. By the end of your 3rd week, your $500 is now $820. Isn't this juicy? What kind of business can you do that can give you a kind of income like this? Okay, let's say by the next week, because we don't trade on Saturdays, so on the 16th day, which is the 4th week, you now try to use 0.07 on your $820 account. Okay, we assume that you are winning your trades, which means you carefully took the trade. For example, if all the trade we took today was the one I shared with you, that's this, we've already achieved our 40 pips. You know, we entered at the close of this, after this head and shoulder, we entered at the close of this candle. Okay, and then we targeted, we had 48 pips. That's more than our target for the day. We could just close shop and wait till tomorrow to continue our trade. to continue our trade. Okay, so that way you can be consistent and you are following a plan. You are following a plan. So 16 day you are already having, you are now using 0.07, you are targeting 40 pips, or you split it into two. 20 pips 0.03, 20 pips 0.04. Totaling, you still come to make a profit of $28 on $820 account. By that time, your account is 848. At the end of the month, that's the 20th day. On the 20th day, look, you've almost doubled your account, $960. You have almost doubled your account. So why can't you be patient to get a very sure trade that will know this trade is sure? Or you put all the parameters, you've checked, you've confirmed, you've checked everything that may go wrong, that it will not go wrong. Okay, you were so patient to pick your trade for the day, and then after you picked it, you made sure that you targeted your 40 pips and you used the lot size that you said you will use. So this is not too big for a $932 account if you are taking one trade per time. Okay, and you target 40 pips. 40 pips, that is $960. Or you split it into two, 0.03, target 20 pips. That was a mistake. 0.03 target 40 pips. 0.04 target 40 pips also. I've been making a mistake on that. So you see target 40 pips. If you split your lot size into two, 0.03 target 40 pips. 0.04 you also target 40 pips. It will total also $28. So on your first month you are making $960. That is almost double your account. Let's even say that you have some losses in between. You have some losses in between. Probably you end up with 50% of your investment in Forex. Forex is a compounding interest business, not just a simple interest. The compounding interest, when you grow your capital, the next stage is going to be based on the capital that you have on your account. So the next month you've entered into the next month with $960, assuming you didn't withdraw from it. Let's assume you did not withdraw from it. The next month, look at how much your money will be in the next 2 months. That's the 40th trade. The 40th trade is going to give us how much? Let's look at it. By the 40th trade, you have already tripled your account. In 2 months, you have more than triple of your account. That's $1,720. That is in 2 months. That is in 2 months. Isn't this amazing? If you love this, come on, put 333 in the chat box. If you love what you are seeing, put 333 in the chat box. This is beautiful. If you can just be patient, follow a plan that, okay, this is my target for the day. Once you meet your target for the day, you are good. Forex will deliver to you what you desire. Okay? Now you understand chart patterns. You understand candlestick patterns. This is basically what you need. You understand how to confirm with indicators. This is basically what you need. Okay? Or you have a particular strategy that you want to follow. Keep to be consistent with that strategy, and you will be shocked at what you are going to be making at the end of the month. And then you have a chart like this. You have a trading plan like this. That this is what you want to target. Okay? Following this plan, we increase again. Maybe at the end of our second month, we have increased our lot size to 0.12. We are never using big lot size. On $1,720 account, you are using just 0.12 to trade. 0.12 to trade, and you are targeting just 40 pips. 40 pips, you make $48. Slow and steady, slow and steady. In 3 months, you have $2,800 in your account from a $500 account. So you that want to start with $500, you see that there is hope for you. There's hope for you if you can be consistent and can follow a trading plan. If in 3 months you can make even double of your account, it still makes sense. But now look at what we are having here. You are making more than triple of your account. And then let's go to the 4th month. The 4th month, that is the 80th trade. Now some people, they don't do it maybe day by day, one trade per day. This one, they do it per trade. Once they take a trade, they target 40 pips. Once they take another trade, so they might even do 3 or 4. Imagine if that's what you are doing. maybe you have that time, you can sit in front of your computer and you can take 2-3 trades in a day. Imagine you're targeting just 40 pips on every trade. This is what your reality can be on your 80th trade. But let's assume you are taking this one per day, one trade per day. Imagine what this can be in your fourth month. In your fourth month, what percentage of your account do you have now in your fourth month? 4,200. This no more double, it's not triple, it's not quadruple. It's how many? That's about 6 times. That's more than 6 times your starting capital. More than 6 times your starting capital. The problem with forex traders is that, in fact, almost all forex traders is greed. We just want to eat all the money now. I want to make all the money now, and that's what is killing many of us. So it's very important that you are able to watch, man. But if you have a trading plan like this, it can guide you. It can guide you. It can guide you. That's about 800% on your account in 4 months. And then finally in 6 months, that's on the 120th trade or 120th day. How much is your account? 7,960. You can continue that up to 1 year and see how much your money will be. See how much your money will be. Okay? So guys, Forex can deliver to you. So if yours is just $100, though I don't encourage anybody to start. I've tried this so many times to try to build $100. I keep blowing the account. $100, $200. I don't advise I will start trading with such money. I'm telling you. But you have $250, good. Let's say you have $250. It means you can't use 0.05 as your starting capital. You have to use 0.025. Okay, there are some brokers that will allow you to put 0.025, but you can just approximate 0.03, okay, for a $250 account, or 0.02, but then it won't get up to what you have here. But even with the $250 account, see what you can have in 6 months. You have over $6,000, okay. And if it's a $100 account, let's even assume it's $100 account, it means you can only take one trade and can only use 0.01 lot size. One trade target 40 pips. One trade target 40 pips. At the end of 6 months, you have good money also. You still have good money also. About $5,640 from $100. Who can be that patient? If you can be this patient, this can be your reality. I tell you, this can be your reality. If you can be this patient, target 40 pips, 0.01, one trade per day. One trade per day, and can be patient for 6 months. After 6 months, you can be having $5,000 in your account. And even if it is half of this, from $100, it's like magic. It's like magic. But this is what Forex can do. This is what Forex can do, guys. This is what Forex can do. Okay? So you need to develop a trading plan for yourself. You need to develop a trading plan. Will it be per trade or per day? You know yourself. If you are a swing trader, it could just be if you are a day trader, it could just be one trade per day, and you don't have time. Maybe you are a 9-to-5 worker. You can just target one trade per day, one quality trade, one quality opportunity. There are many opportunities today. I tell you, every day there are many opportunities. Even as many as the opportunities I saw today, I didn't take more than I don't think I traded more than 2 currency pairs today. I took this trade, and I think I took let me see what other trade I took today. I'm coming. I'll be with you. Okay, I took GBP USD also. USD CAD, give people USD, and you know, I made my money and I'm good. And I'm good. You don't need to. You don't need to. You just need to be patient with the market. The market will always deliver to you if you are patient, and you watch out, and you watch out for your trades, and watch out for your trades. So this is what you need to do as a forex trader. You need to have a trading plan. You need to have a trading plan. Okay, somebody put trading plan in the chat box. Put trading plan in the chat box. Okay, so let's discuss. Let's discuss. I'm going to ask if you have any question on this before we look at charts. Is against tomorrow. What do you think? What do you think about having a trading plan? Has anybody seen forex this way before? Have you seen it this way before? And what's your own idea about trading plan? I can unmute if you want to talk, and if you want to type it, you can also type it. Just indicate I can unmute you or you type it. Imagine you have $1,000 to start your trading. Okay? Shouldn't take more than 0.1 lot size and see what your money can turn to in 6 months. Over $10,000. Over $10,000 in 6 months. This is 6 months. That's 120 trades. One trade per day. One trade per day. 40 pips target. 40 pips. Some of us make 100 pips in one trade. Most make 70 pips in one trade. But if we say, okay, just 40 pips per day, see what $1,000 can turn to in 6 months. Okay? Anybody that wants to contribute to this, or you want to say something before we go to looking at the charts? Am I seeing anybody? Okay. Okay. If there's no contribution, I want to believe the idea is clear. I want to believe the idea is clear then. Then, okay. Somebody's. Yes. Is it? Yes, it's a guide. It's a guide. It's a guide. Yes, exactly. It will guide you and it will energize you. You have you have a goal. You have set a goal for yourself. You have a goal, in sight. You have where you are going. Yes, so you need patience and contentment. I tell you, because when you win one trade, you want to go to the next one. You know, you know. I tell you, as simple as this guy did, it's very difficult for a trader to just say he wants to take one trade and just leave them and close markets. Once you win one like this, let me look for another one. That thing is always there. It's always there. Okay, it's always there. It's always there. So it really requires patience and contentment. really requires patience and contentment. You are very right. I agree 100% with you. I agree 100% with you. Okay. Is there? Let's look at charts. Let's look at charts. What should we look at? What should we look at before we go? Drop a currency pair. We are done with our class, so now we'll be looking more at charts, and then we'll be doing reviews of different things that we have discussed already. Basically, all I'm left to teach you is we're looking at different strategies that people employ. From tomorrow, we'll be looking at different strategies that people employ, and then you can be able to develop your own strategy. Okay. Currently, I'm developing my own strategy outside the ones that people have telling me. So you can actually develop your own strategy once you can see a particular pattern, you love it, you see it is always happening consistently. on your chart, you can adopt it. And you use it as your own personal strategy. So we'll be looking at strategies, from tomorrow to the end of the class. I'll be doing reviews of all that we've learned. If you have any question, you can ask even at age, and then we'll discuss it when we are together in the class. Okay? I want to believe that you really got a lot of value from this month-long training. Okay, USD card. Let's look at USD card. USD card. Let's see if there's an opportunity there for us. Okay, here's USD card. It's 15 minutes. Okay, so I just want to know that, okay, price is dropping from the all-time high. So there's possibility that the long-term direction is bearish. So that the long-term direction is bearish. Okay, that's on the monthly time frame. You definitely are not trading off the monthly time frame. Okay, and we saw that there was a big break around here, and there is a gap here that is yet to be filled. There's a gap here that is yet to be filled. So market will still need to come down and fill this gap. Okay, but that's in the long term. That is a long term. That gap is bigger, it's clearer here. Okay, so and we can also see that we are having bearish move. This was a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we have a lower high here now. Okay, so there's a possibility that we are coming to have another lower low here. Okay, then because I already have 2 points I can join together, I can actually look at my chart at something like this. Okay, because I can have this low, this low, this low, this high, this low aligning, and then this guy to aligning. So and then this also aligns with, you can see all these weak are being dropped. So this is a very strong resistance right here. Very strong resistance right here. You can see weak down, weak down, weak down, weak down. This is daily time frame. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and then on the 4-hour time frame you can see a clear bearish move, a clear bearish move. I can see that the market came to retest this, came up here and then dropped, and then when it came back to this place, this guy is trying to push the market back up, but we don't know how up it's going to be. So for me, when I see something like this, I know obviously that this market is already bearish. I'll be looking more for a bearish move. No, the market wants to go up. If you look at the 1-hour time frame, if you are trading from 1-hour time frame, I'll be looking at the market coming back to break, this trend that is making now. Okay, I'll be looking this 15 minutes. I'm looking for a break to the downside. So right now, I believe this that is moving is a retracement, just like you retraced here. I believe that the market is trying to do a sort of retracement again. Okay. So, but it is not fully formed. By the end of Asian session tomorrow, that's tomorrow morning, you should see a drop. I believe we will see a drop, and then that will be our possible target. So what we'll do is we need to wait. Let's see what the market is going to do. This is a clear bearish trend. So possible points that it might drop may be right here. I'm on the daily time frame right here. Okay, market can come into this place and then give us a drop, continuing to drop, maybe to this next. Since it has tested this guy, it will possibly come here, break it, and then come down to this next level of resistance. Following my uh, my channel, I know the market is going to come down to touch this lower channel again. I'm optimistic they're going to come down to touch the lower channel again, but it's going to retrace a bit and then drop. So for me, USD card, I'll be waiting tomorrow for a sell opportunity. For a sell opportunity. I'll be waiting tomorrow for a sell opportunity. Okay? So that's my bias for USD card. Does anybody have another? And then you can also see if the kind of a cup and an handle. Okay? A cup, handle here, and then drop. Cup and handle. We saw the cup and handle pattern that Mr. Soji dropped. Let's look at it. The cup and handle pattern. He did this very clearly, so that's why I want to look at it. You can see cup and handle. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's a cup, almost getting to the same level with where it's coming from. Handle and then what? Drop. Cup, handle, drop. Okay, that's a cup and handle pattern. Let's look at the other one. It dropped again. You can see cup, handle, drop, and then the drop is always like the same length as the mouth of the cup and the base of the cup. You expect that the drop will be the same. The target will be the same length. Okay. You can also see, I think there's one more. This is on the opposite direction. Cup, handle, and then you have the target. Okay. So if we use this as example for our trade, that's this. Unfortunately, there's nothing to draw a cup. To draw a cup here, but at least we can measure from here to here. Okay. And then you can pick it and measure when it breaks this level, then we expect it to go the same length. Looking at higher time frame, the same length is where almost touching our channel, right? Almost touching our channel. So based on 1 hour time frame, I'm looking at the cup and handle formation. You know, it's forming the handle now, and then we're looking at the possible drop down. Though there's no pattern to draw cup and handle here, except we'll do it on the picture. Let me see. Is there anything to draw? I can't use ellipse. So, but you understand the concept. And if you cannot see cup and handle, at least you'll be able to see a bearish ascending wedge, which is a continuation pattern. Abi? Bearish ascending wedge is a continuation pattern. So that's another way to look at it. So once this guy breaks, it's going to this guy is going to do something like this. Come down, you know, go up, come down. So to give us a kind of what we can draw. Like this one here now. This is actually the wedge. You can see the wedge. You can draw the pattern of wedge. So we'll be able to draw it. By the time it fills up, we'll be able to draw the wedge. We're going to draw a line across to know when the break will happen. Look at, by the time this one break, it came back for a retest. Look at the retest. Came back for a retest, gave us a bearish candle. This was the entry of this USD card. So this could have been a good trade today. If you saw this also, this could have been a good trade today. Entry here, that's about 139 pips. That's about 139 pips. Okay, I think I took USD card today, but I think I came out early. I didn't finish it all up down to this place, because I think I did it from here. I didn't take it all down. So this is another beautiful opportunity. Came all down to this resistance. So you can always know where a possible place where your market will stop. And see, it stopped exactly at this resistance area. So if you are stopped around here, you are still good. Around this resistance area, you are still good. Even if you stopped here, you will still be in profit. Maybe you said, okay, this is where you want to take your first profit. You still be in good profit. No be so. Now so. Okay, so another opportunity It's going to come tomorrow. Come tomorrow. Now the market is trying to form a bearish ascending wedge. So wait for a break to the downside. And if you follow the cup pattern, you can wait, can hold. That if you want to hold for long, you can wait until the market comes. So where there are possible levels where the market is going to come down to. Number one is, of course, we have this place, then we have this place also. There is a kind of movement around here. So it's possible the market comes into this place. You can see we have this support, and that's the support I can see looking to my what? To my left. This is the area of support I can see. So if this guy breaks, this can be my next area of what? Target, which tallies with my channel. Abi? Which tallies with my channel support. So these are two confirmations that it's possible that our trade is going to drop down to this place. It's going to drop down to this place. Okay? So let's watch it. Let's watch it tomorrow. Let's see how USD card will move. Okay? Please let me drop this in our chat room. Let us all of us wait and see how we're going to play out tomorrow. I'm going to screenshot this. Let's drop it in the chat room. Let's see how we're going to play out tomorrow. Whether we'll be able to trade it tomorrow together. So I'm going to screenshot it and drop it in the chat room. That's our analysis for today. So let's say I play that tomorrow. I'm dropping it in the chat room. USD card watch list. Okay. One more and then we call it a day. One more pair and then we'll call it a day. One more pair. Or does somebody have a contribution? You can please. If you have a contribution to this particular pair, this analysis, maybe you are seeing something else. Because the truth is we will always see differently. Does anybody have a contribution? Can you see something else that I'm not seeing? If you can see something else I'm not seeing, let's have your view. What else can you see? What else can you see? And then while I wait for another currency pair to be dropped. I hope you can hear me. Nobody is dropping currency pair. Drop a currency pair you are looking at. Don't just think of one currency pair and drop. I expect by now many of us should be trading. You should be trading. You should be trading. If you don't practice, if you don't get your hands wet, if you don't get your hands dirty, like into the forex market, you may not appreciate all that you have learned. You know, it takes 21 days for you to master an habit, create an habit of looking at your chart. By the time the more you look at your chart, the more you see things, the more your eyes get accustomed to patterns in the market. Okay, any other currency pair, or we should call it a day? GBP JPY. Okay, so let's look at GBP JPY. I leave this as it is. GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Where are you? Okay, here. GBP JPY. I don't like that pair. See, it's been ranging for several weeks, for months. So at least up to a month. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I don't like the pair, Gary, but let's see. Whether I like it or not, some people are making money from it. Okay, so from the monthly time frame, I see a bullish move. From the monthly time frame, I see a long-term bullish move. Okay, price has bounced off an all-time low. Okay, and it did that this month. an all-time low. You can see support, support, support. It has bounced off an all-time low. Okay, even though it's yet to go positive, it's yet to go positive in the monthly time frame. But in the weekly time frame, we can only see that the weekly time frame has shown that it has actually gone positive, as in going positive. So we have another level of resistance around here. Okay, resistance here. But before then, I can see, even though it's very tiny, but when you go to lower time frame, you see it. You can see support here. Market plunged into it. Became a what? Became a resistance here. Got broken. Came back. See, this market came in here, went up, came back to turn this to a what? Support, and then went up again before closing up. So this is a support right here. This is support right here. So it came, broke it, came back and turned it to a what? Resistance again. This is the weekly time frame, but we are not trading by the weekly time frame. If I was trading via weekly time frame, that means I just want to put a pending order here. I'm not sure we discussed pending order. Oh wow. Now, what is pending order? Pending order is you want, now, for example, I want to enter this trade here. When the market gets to this trade, that means pending. You have set it, but it has not yet been executed. You want to execute it later when the price gets a particular point, a particular price. Then you want the market to bring you in. For example, I can decide that I want to enter the market. Let me use this at this price. When price gets to this place, when it crosses above to this place, I want to enter. Okay, and then I want to take my profit at this resistance. As you can see, there's a strong resistance here. Okay, which means, and then I want my stop loss to be below this candle. So what I'm saying is that until price gets to this, now the price is not yet here. This is where price is. Until price gets to this place, I don't want to brought into the market. I want at this price. This is when I want the market to bring me in. That is when we use what we call a buy stop. Buy stop. When the price is going up, buy stop. Price has not reached there, so we are looking at buy stop. So we're going to put a pending order called buy stop. And how do you do that? You come to order. You change from market execution. You change to pending order. There are different pending orders. We have the buy limit, we have the sell limit, you have the buy stop, you have the sell stop. So in this case, what we're going to do is put a what? Buy stop. And then you now put at what price. Market asks, at what price do you want to? You can see there's no sell and buy button here, like when we have market execution. So buy stop, you're going to put this price 136.003. You put it there, 136.003. Okay, and then you put your stop loss limit. That my stop loss is going to be 131.703, and then I want my take profit to be 147.447. Take profit 147.447. I can set this and go and just go away and do my business. You know, this is how long-term traders trade. That's swing traders or position traders. This is weekly, so this is a position trade. Because we're targeting how many pips. Now you click on place, I can see it's there. Of course, it has not brought me to the market. You can see there's no trade running currently. So, but it has put it there that I have set this order. I can see it here. This is the order, buy stop 0.02 GPY. This is the price. This is stop loss. This is the take profit level. Okay, which means I'm targeting how many pips? $202. Okay, I'm targeting $202 because I'm just using 0.02. That's why this is that's about 1,144 pips. 1,144 pips. Okay, you can see it might take a month, can take a month and a half for it to reach that level. But I have set it and it's there. So that's how to send a pending order. Buy stop pending order. Buy stop pending order. Okay, I'm going to delete that right now. Now the other one is buy limit. Buy limit is you want the price. The price is going now. You can see the price is going down. You are saying that okay, when the market gets to this resistance area, let's take me in. When the market gets to this point, I can see that there's a resistance here, broke the support. That means it's possible that when price gets to this area, it can what? Start going up. Abi? That it can start going up. So you can say, okay, when this price comes down, now I can see different from this. This one, when the price reverse and start going up, that's buy stop. When it comes down, I want to buy. When it comes down, I want to buy. It's different from when it reverses and gets to this place, take me in. So this time around, it's coming down, I want to buy. This time around, you cannot use a buy stop. Rather, you're going to use a buy limit. A buy limit. A buy limit. So for this kind of trade, your stop, I want to bring the stop loss. I think what I want to carry. I want to carry this guy. So I want now wow. Okay. So I want my stop loss to be here, my buy limit to be here, and then my take profit still at this point. So for this kind of trade, you have to now price has not gotten there at all. So when price gets to this point, just take me in. That's what they are saying. So on this kind of order, you are going to use buy limit. Buy limit. So you change it to pending order, buy limit, you put this price there, your stop loss and your take profit, and then you set it just like we did the other one. And then the opposite is what? Is sell. The sell limit and then the sell stop. Just the same concept. Just the same concept, okay? But I won't want to dwell on that anymore. Since you already understand the buy stop and buy limit, same concept with sell stop and sell limit. I can say when price come up to this point, sell. That's sell limit. When price come up to this point, this resistance, sell. That is sell limit. Okay? Sell limit. When I say sell stop when price gets to this place. When price gets to this place, I want to what? Market to bring me in. Then it continues down. Now let's continue our analysis. That was a digression. Okay, so let's see what daily time frame is saying. We know that market has been going bullish, and then when it got to this place, it stopped a bit. So there's a level of resistance. Okay, sorry. The level of support right here. There's a level of support right here. Level of support right here. There's resistance right here. I personally don't like this trade. Now there are two things. I'm seeing this. Very clear, right? Can you see it? I'm seeing this. So as it is now, price is still oscillating between this place and this place. So anytime, from what I can see, this market can either break to the downside, because this is one like a uh, bearish ascending wedge. Okay, so it can probably break to the downside and come back down to this next support area, because that is what it actually has been doing. Has been ranging in between its place for a long time. For a long time, it has been ranging. So it's possible it breaks, but this place has been holding for a long time. Maybe it's going to hold again and push price back, and push back price back up. We don't know. Can come and push price back up to this place just like it did here, but we don't know. But this resistance here has been holding for a long time. So as it is now, the market is ranging between this place and this place. I don't like trading ranging market because sometimes you don't know what it can do. But as it is now, this market is going up to this upper band again. My challenge is I'll prefer trading down. Why? Because the pattern is showing me a possible break to the downside. So I prefer the market to come back here, give me an entry, and I'll trade down, because there's more probability of a break to the downside than to the upside. So as it is now, I'm not ready to trade GBP JPY. But this is what is happening on GBP JPY. I'm not ready to trade it right now for anything. So that's my take on GBP JPY. So I don't see myself trading it even tomorrow. So, but if you are looking at it, this is what is possible. This is what is possible. So that'll be all for now. Our time is fast spent. I hope you enjoyed the class. Put a 333 in the chat box if you enjoyed the class.